Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you guys for joining us today on Word on the Street Talk TV. This is the Minister M.L. Kimball coming to you live. Thank you guys for your support. If you'd like to support our platform, you can do so by utilizing our company cash tag at DonateKNSMIN. But with our keeping up with keeping the public in tune with our complaint that is filed with several different regulatory agencies, including the Ohio Department of Insurance, as well as a formal complaint filed with Fulton County Court of Common Pleas. We have done everything that we need to do to make sure that our complaint is known, and we're also closely monitoring our situation for any unethical or behavior that we can support with our complaints. And one of the things that we've noticed in the past year, although State Farm has, put us under a restriction of we're not able to reach out to them directly. We're actually under a restriction to where we have to talk to their legal representation, which is no problem. However, their legal representation is selective of when they want to respond to us. And that's how it's been over the past year. So the reality of it is we've made this complaint over and over and over again, but we're monitoring it and we're watching and we're keeping track of everything that is happening. And we're continuously filing and updating our complaints with every single regulatory agency with any new information, such as this information that we're going to show you today. Now, this is very alarming because at the end of the day, this is actually considered borderline harassment the way I look at it. I mean, because the reality of it is we've had habitual, consistent visits to my personal social media platforms from different people employed at State Farm. Now, this is unethical behavior, guys. This is behavior that is unbecoming, especially when there is a big, complaint filed in the court highlighting the privacy violations committed by State Farm and all of the other numerous violations that they committed concerning our corporation, HCB Distribution Corporation. So I'm going to share my screen here with you guys, so that way you guys can actually see what we're talking about here. Because at the end of the day, we've got to be able to point these things out, because like I said before, you guys need to see this. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this here. Now, this is just in the last 28 days. Now, my concern is actually 5 hours ago. Okay, just about 5 hours ago, there was somebody from State Farm by the name of Antonio Hernandez, and it's listed on LinkedIn that he is a claims associate at State Farm. So as you can see, once again, this is another employee of some sort from State Farm. Looks like listed on his LinkedIn page, he's from Texas. So, once again, this is what we're having going on here. They won't answer or respond to or resolve our claim that they've left open over the past 2 years. However, all of these different employees from different levels of management and everything else continuously come to my personal social media platform for whatever reason, monitoring my page. Now, the same day within the last 24 hours, somebody else by the name of Jess Hicks, social community management specialist at State Farm. Once again, this person is in Elkhart, Illinois, United States. Now, once again, Illinois is not that far from Ohio. So this is something that I should be alarmed by. This is something that I don't care what anybody says. This is unethical behavior, especially when there's an open complaint that is still not been resolved with State Farm. When I click on this thing, you got to understand when you are an actual LinkedIn, preferred member, they give you an opportunity where you can actually take a peek at who has been looking at your profile. And so when I click on this little tab here, and I click on the last 90 days, and I click on company State Farm, in the last 90 days, there's been 11 different employees from different positions within State Farm, from different locations, coming to my personal LinkedIn profile. So I don't know what is going on here and why this is okay behavior, but we have reported this information to the Ohio Department of Insurance and updated our complaint. We are going to, consider reporting this information to law enforcement as well, because again, this is not ethical behavior. This is habitual behavior in the last 90 days. Now, over the past year, last year, which LinkedIn doesn't give you the prior year, which I wish I could show you, but over the past year, there's been a total of almost 35 different employees that have consistently been coming to my personal LinkedIn page on a consistent basis. However, we're restricted from discussing our claim with you all. We can't, you guys decided to reopen our claim. However, we have been forced to file a complaint in court, and you guys still haven't resolved the complaint. But yet all of these different people from different positions have been constantly coming to my personal social media platforms. So you guys have to tell me, should I be alarmed by this behavior? Is it not this considered unethical behavior, especially given the fact that there's an open complaint attached with a lawsuit that completely highlights the numerous violations of our rights, including privacy violations that were committed by State Farm, that we can support with video evidence, under oath sworn evidence. I don't know what is going on here, but I need for the state of Ohio Department of Insurance to get involved immediately and react to this behavior. Until next time, I am the Minister M.L. Kimball. It has been my pleasure. Be blessed on purpose.